Now that you've been introduced to the concept of half steps or distances between notes, and sharps and flats can affect that, we want to take an inventory of the distances between the notes in our triads, the chords we've been doing. So this would be good if you had your keyboard to physically do this with me. But let's count how many keys it takes to travel through to get from D to F. So we start here and we go 1 key, 2 keys, 3 keys to arrive here. So from D to F is 3 half steps or keys. Okay, I guess maybe I'll write that above so you can see it a little easier right there. Okay, and from F to A, let's count here. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. So from F to A is 4 keys or frets or half steps. We could do this on the ukulele here. Here's my D, right? And if I go up 3, 1, 2, 3, there's an F. And then if I go up 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's an A. Now, I know there's other places to play those here, but this is an easy way to show this to you. So D chords that you've learned, DFA, are 3 half steps plus 4 half steps, the distance between first note, second note, and third note. Okay? Let's take a look at the C chord now. So I have my C right here and my E chord right there. Sorry, and my F, G, sorry, right there. C, E, G, the notes. I'll draw them here. There's my C, there's my E, and there's my G right there. Let's count and see how far it is from each note to each note. So starting on the C, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So from C to E, the first 2 notes of the C chord, is 4 half steps or 4 keys or 4 frets. Now, here's my C and there's my E. But if I just traveled up the C string, 1, 2, 3, 4, it sounds the same as my E. Well, roughly, it's a little out of tune. And then if I went from E up to G, 1, 2, 3 keys, or 3 half steps, or on the ukulele, it would be an equivalent of 3 frets. And so here I am on my E right here, it's open. And if I go 1, 2, 3, there's my G, which you should have memorized or close to memorized as you start to practice your orange flashcards with your ukulele that's coming up this weekend. So let's just do a little comparison here. When I had, and don't worry about the diagram here, I'm just writing it. When I had DFA, it was 3 plus 4. And when I had CEG, it was 4 plus 3. And those are very different sounds. Here's a chord that sounds 4 plus 3. And if I make the same starting note, but start and make a 3 plus 4, they sound very different. We call 4 plus 3 a major triad and 3 plus 4 a minor triad. So the actual distance between the notes makes a big deal in how it sounds. Major. And this one is a minor. So here's your job right now before you go on to the rest of the video. Check out all the triads on your keyboard. Start with A and go A, C, E. And figure out, is it 3 plus 4 or 4 plus 3 or something else? Take a minute to do that and then unpause it, and I'll have the answers on the next part of the video for you. Okay, if you did the work and looked at your keyboard and figured this all out, then you found that C chords, C, E, G, F chords, F, A, C, and G chords, G, B, D, have a distance of 4 half steps or keys or frets between the first and second note, and then 3 between these guys here, and they are what we call major triads, and they have a very positive, strong, or sort of energetic, happy sound. The A chord, ACE, DFA, and EGB, they all have 3 half steps or keys, piano keys between the first notes, and then 4, so it's flip-flopped, and those are major triads, or sorry, minor triads, and they have what we call a sad or unhappy or angry or, well, I mean, we attach emotional sort of things to try and describe sonic things. However, we'll find that music does tend to employ these as idioms. And then we have a weird chord, BDF, which if you counted it right, it's different from all those. It's 3 plus 3, and we call those diminished chords. Now I'm going to show you why it's 3 plus 3 on the other side here. If you have a B and a D and an F, the reason it's 3 plus 3 is because between here there's no black key, so it can only be 3, and between here there's no black key, so it can only be 3. So 3 plus 3, and that's called diminished.